Hello everyone, Natalie here. I wanted to pop in today for a bit of weekend chat. How's everyone's weekend been? I've had a pretty good weekend, which is great. It's been very interesting and very varied, to be quite honest. And the reason I'm on today is usually for most of us, the weekend is a time when we're not working, there's a lot of family time, we get an opportunity to do a lot of things that we don't get a chance to do during the week because we're so busy working, doing things for the kids, going to school, homework, after school activities, and our days are really, really full. Sometimes, though, our weekends can be just as busy, and the opportunity to actually recharge our batteries and get ourselves rested and ready to take on another week can actually be quite a difficult task. Sometimes our kids still have weekend sports activities that they do. We've got to catch up on shopping, housework, all those sorts of things. And if this happens time after time, week after week, we eventually find ourselves feeling quite exhausted, not just physically, but also mentally and emotionally as well. My question to you is, do you recognize when that happens, and what do you do about it? Or do you take some time to be able to spend a little bit of time looking after yourself, resting and recharging in whatever way does that for you? Or do you tend to push through? If you're someone who tends to push through, how does that present itself after a while? I had a day yesterday where I felt really, really exhausted, quite weary, and just not feeling like doing much of anything at all. And I find that when I have that happen to me, it actually also does affect my emotional and mental well-being as well. Things I notice when I am feeling really, really tired is I actually get a little bit teary, and I can start to have quite negative thoughts as well. Once upon a time, I would have pushed through that, and those feelings would have grown, and it would have ended up generating into feelings of quite negative thoughts, negative emotions, reacting to situations that normally I probably wouldn't have reacted to. So in my journey that I have had in being able to create and bring more balance to my life is actually recognizing those signs earlier than usual, earlier than what I normally would have done, so that I could actually do something about it. And usually all it takes is doing some basic self-care practices, basic things to help bring myself back to feeling better, back to bringing, the world and what's happening around me back into perspective. And I find that I'm able to recover a lot faster. So a couple of things that I did for myself yesterday was I actually went and had a little nap, only half an hour, and I spent some time doing something fun. Played basketball with my son, spent some quality time with the family, not really focusing on any work-related issues, whether that was things that I needed to do around the home, or anything to do that required work. that took me away from actually what was priority in my life, which was nurturing my family, excuse me, nurturing myself. Now, with that, with that change in how I approached my feelings of, you know, tiredness and exhaustion and needing to recharge my battery, a lot of beliefs and things come up around that as well, which is at what can stop us from taking that time to refill our cup a lot of the time. Some of those negative beliefs and ideas that pop up for us is, if I take that time now to have a rest or read a book or have a half an hour nap, that's actually taken me away from my responsibilities. How am I supposed to get everything done when I'm just, you know, laying around, or I'm not doing what I should be doing? And for a lot of people, this is what stops them from actually looking after yourself. But what you need to remember is, by taking that time every day to do something that actually fills your cup up, it actually then increases your capacity to be able to fulfill all the things that you need to do. We can't, you've heard, or everyone's heard that saying, you can't pour from an empty cup. So if you are running on empty, feeling depleted, and because of that, having a lot of negative feelings and ideas and beliefs because of your batteries basically being run down, you're not able to fulfill the things that you are needing to do and wanting to do in your life. And those things that are really a priority for you, such as your family, your home, your life, can then become, you can start feeling like everything is just piling up on top of you. By refilling your own cup and being able to nurture and look after yourself, and you don't need to take a lot of time. Just taking a few minutes a day to do that can make a huge amount of difference in how you approach what you need to do, and also help change your perspective. So on the end note, I'd love to hear what you've done this weekend to help you recharge your batteries. As you can see, I'm feeling lovely and refreshed today, just by taking doing those few small things to help me feel a lot better. So I'd love to hear from you what it is that you do to recharge your batteries, and share any tips and ideas in the comments section. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday afternoon. I know I sure will, and I look forward to talking with you again soon. Thank you.